This is UMAR, IFL UMAR.
UMAR, IFL UMAR.
With Kell Brook in New York City. It's Crawford Khan fight week. What brings you here, Kell?
I'll tell you, a world-class fighter has brought me here, Crawford. And he's fighting a guy called Amir Khan. That's why I'm here. I'm here to, I believe he's going to beat Amir Khan. And then I'll tell you now, I'm coming for Crawford.
When Crawford Khan was announced, he got a lot of backlash, Amir. And obviously there's two sides to this. One side is he's taking on a pound for pound top guy, Madison Square Garden, world title. Hard to refuse that. But obviously people were frustrated back home. He's not taking the fight with you because it seemed like it was nearly done. What was your reaction when you first heard he was going to fight Crawford?
You know, I just take it with a pinch of salt these days because he's let the fans down too many times, and I thought obviously being both with Matchroom, it could have happened. But I think in his head, he's going for pound Crawford, and he's saying that this fight's always there. You know, if he fights me first, I'll destroy him, and then he's got it. You know, he hasn't got them fights.
Can you blame him though for taking this opportunity?
I can't blame him. You know, but you know, he's the pound for pound best fighter out there. So, you know, if me looking in at, you know, I don't rate Khan like them levels, but you know, I think if you're a genuine elite, you know, welterweight world champion who can mingle with the best out there, you know, you're gonna want to fight these Crawfords out there. You're gonna want to fight the best to, you know, to really push yourself and see what you can do.
He said it's not going to be like the Danny Garcia fight. It's not going to be like the Canelo fight. Do you believe that?
No. You know, I'm gonna give him his props. I think that he's gonna box well for 4 or 5 rounds. You know, I think he's gonna run on fear, adrenaline, and his speeds. You know, he is very fast. You know, I've got a game now. Credit when credit's due. He's got fast hands, but I just think that, you know, he stays in the pocket too long. He over commits himself to where he's in the ring and chucks all these shots and stays there, and he always gets caught. I just think it's a matter of time before Crawford with switch hitting and his timing, and you know, it works him out and executes the knockout.
If you're correct, the talk was sort of if Khan loses this, the fight with you can get made. But it seems like, are you sort of not open to that anymore? You want the Crawford fight?
Absolutely. Forget about Khan. You know, you know, because I'm not just hanging around and I want to fight. You know, because with him, you know what the situation is. You know, when it was there and it wasn't there. I want real fights out there, real champions. You know, who are declared the pound for pound best. I wanna fight the best. You know, so I'll be wanting Crawford if he deals with Khan. You know, I want him definitely.
Let's say Khan wins. There's a rematch clause, so it'll be Khan Crawford 2. What do you do next?
You know, there's all the over top names out there. You know, they're not just them fighters. There's Spence, there's Thurman Garcia, there's Porter. I took the red belt off him. He's got the green belt now. I can take that off him. Like traffic lights, red, green. Just need the orange in there. I've been using that line a lot lately. No, but these fights are there. I beat Porter. I beat all these top fighters. You know, I could have been on this AJ bill, and you know, I wanted to. You know, we're gonna fight on that bill, but there were no opponent there. You know, and there's not. I need something to get up for. I need these big names. I need the titles. I need the belts. I need the names. You know, I need that fear factor. I need to be walking to that ring instead of thinking, you know, there's no pressure with these guys. These guys what I should be beating. I want to be fighting guys what people saying I shouldn't win, or it's going to be a very hard fight. It's going to be competitive, and they're the fights I want. So they're the fights I'm looking for now. Just then.
So what's the situation? You want to box at 147 or at 154?
At this current minute, I'm looking at 147. You know, if the options aren't there to fight the men at 147. I can still make the weight. I can still get down. You know, for some reason, if there's nothing available at the time when I'm ready to go, 154 is the next one up, and it opens the door to the herds and to them twins and to to the other fighters out there, Lara's and all these. Mongear, yeah, all these on 154 fighters opens another door for them. You know, so let's see what happens Saturday with Crawford Khan, and then we'll see where we go. I believe that it's going to be a Crawford win.
Kel, I think it's fair to say Matchroom haven't really pushed this. Obviously, Khan's their fighter. I know it's on ESPN, it's on BT Sport, which isn't great, but for Matchroom, but they haven't really pushed this fight. I mean, Lomachenko Kroller, they really pushed that.
Yeah.
Even though that was here on a top ranked bill, ESPN bill. What do you sort of make of that?
I don't know. I just think that is. I think the team Khan has stood Matchroom up with whatever dealings they had. I think he had so many fights, and I think that I think that they only committed to the deal that I was going to be the last fight, the pay-per-view fight, and he's gone for the Crawford fight, and I just think that there's distasteful between them two. I just whatever reasons why. I can't really say absolutely 100% why, but I think that's one of the main things, that he's done things behind his back. He probably didn't want him to go down the route which he's gone, and he has. So, so why are they going to be backing him?
Let's go back to the Zarafa fight. I think it's fair to say it wasn't the best Kell Brook we've ever seen. How do you sort of reflect upon it, and what have you done to sort of correct any mistakes from that fight?
I really like put that behind me, because it's like, even though I got the win, like I said, I can't get up for these fights. Like when you've been in with the Spencers and the Golovkins and you've boxed, you're world champion. Fighting these guys, what I should be beating with these. Maybe I'm overlooking them, and they're fighting out of their skin. There, it's like it's their moment, and I'm looking at them. No respect to them, looking past them and look at them as a joke. Really, to be fair. And basically, I underperform. I always rise to the occasion, always perform when I've got that fear factor, when I'm fighting the pros, the big names. I'm always on point, and I'm always at my best, and that's the best to get the best out of me. You've got to put me in with the Crawfords, with the Pacquiaos, with the Thurmans, with these kind of names where I'm in fear of losing against the best. It always sets my game up. I'm always at my best when I'm fighting the best.
Yeah, that's a name we didn't mention. Manny Pacquiao.
I know. I forgot about the guy.
Huge fight.
Huge fight. There's so many huge fights still left. But like I say, I'm after these. I'm after none of these fights. What don't mean nothing. I'm after the elite boys. That's when I come back, it's going to be for all the marbles, the big fights.
Mm-hmm. Kel, what's the situation between you and John Fuchs? Still working with him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still with him. I've still down with John, and like I said, we're just waiting for his next move.
I asked because I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago. I saw you in an Instagram story. I think it was on Amir Khan, not the boxer Amir Khan, but the one at the Ingle Gym. People will know. And Don was there, and you was on his story, so I thought you might be rekindling the relationship with Don.
I've been talking to Dominic more lately, but I'm ready to. I phoned, I think, Killer, and they're all down there, so now we're passing. So I went in, and that's how it was, So I've started the sport down at with Brendan Ingle, and there's no bad blood, there's nothing like that. We get on fine.
Still close with like Kiji and the others?
Of course, still cool with everyone down there. It's my place.
So you're not boxing June the 1st. Is it likely your next fight though will be in America?
It's possible. It's very possible. If it could be the UK, it could be America. I probably think it's going to be America.
If you look at the names.
Yeah. You'd probably say, yeah. And I embrace that. I've boxed here twice, and we all like to box Madison Square Gardens or MGM in Vegas or or wherever the events are in America. It's something different. It's something new. But it's a ring, and it's you and the guy in there.
How you finding New York?
It's cool. It's good. You know, it's good. It's good. What can I say?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. Yeah, we're here.
Kell, just moving on, there was some breaking news yesterday about Jarrell Miller failed a VADA test. That fight with Anthony Joshua's off. Can I just get your reaction?
Very bad for the sport. Very bad. Very, you know, it's everyone got magnifying on boxing, and when putting a bad name like that, it puts the sport. You know, it gives it a bad name. You know, it's not good. You know, it's negative. Him doing that, it should be banned for life. You know, you can't be messing about, cheating, and you can't be doing that. You can't be doing that. You know, it's a game where you can legally get killed, and you know everything needs to be above board and on the same playing field.
Who would you like to see Joshua fight next? Take out Fury, Wilder, and Dylan White.
I'd have to pick them, but you know, but who else is there?
Ortiz,
very good fight. Very good fight, Ortiz. That is the one. That is the one I'd like to see. He's a bad man.
Alright, Kell Brook, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV. So yeah, hopefully for you, Crawford gets a win, and you'll be calling him out.
Absolutely. UMAR, IFL UMAR. That's the one.
Let's see your watch. Is it as fancy as mine?
It's not like yours. Get your watch on. Get your watch on, brother. UMAR, you know, listen, he's on it. I've been hearing, you know, since you've been with Coogan and stuff, you've been taking over New York. I've been hearing this. Yeah, you've been doing very well sexually. That's what they're saying. Since you've been coming to UMAR, IFL UMAR, it's took off for you, hasn't it?
Tie and Booth's a G.
Tie and Booth is a G. Yeah, you've rocketed up at you now. I didn't know who you were until UMAR, IFL UMAR. You know, that's all we hear these days.
Yeah, now I'm in New York, pouting.
Yes, exactly.
With me a fancy watch.
Yes.
At MSG.
Exactly.
But yeah.
Keep it up, brother. Keep
Nice
it
one,
up.
Kell. And listen, we'll catch up after the big fight.
Yes.
Thank you.